This smoked mac and cheese has a gooey homemade cheese sauce. We'll top it with bacon before smoking this mac on my pellet grill. All great mac and cheese is topped with bacon. I'm baking mine at 400 degrees until it is crispy. Fill up a large pot with 6 to 8 cups of water and bring it up to a boil. Dump in your elbow noodles and follow the cooking instructions on the package. When that is done, we're gonna dump out the water and then we are gonna pour our noodles into a large bowl. Now we need to shred our cheese. I'm using 2 pounds of mild cheddar, and you guys need to make sure that you shred your own cheese because the pre-shredded cheese comes with a coating on it that is a preservative, but it does make it harder to melt down. In a pot, we are gonna melt down 1 tablespoon of butter to start our roux. Once the butter is melted, we are going to add in 1 tablespoon of flour, and we are going to mix this together until there is absolutely no clumps left in the flour. Let this cook down for a few minutes until it starts to turn brown and it starts to smell a little bit nutty. We're going to be using a total of 1.5 cups of evaporated milk, but I like to put this in a half cup at a time. Each time you pour in your half cup of milk, we are going to stir until it thickens. Keep adding in your half cup and then stir. Add in your other half cup, stir, and we are gonna just keep stirring this until it is nice and thick and it has a very even consistency. Now it is time to add in our shredded cheese. The best way to do this is low and slow. If you just dump in all of your cheese at one time, it's not gonna melt down properly and you're gonna have a very clumpy cheese sauce. So make sure you dump in just a little bit of cheese at a time and then stir. Dump in a little bit of cheese and then stir. You want your cheese sauce to be runny like this. Once all the cheese is melted, we're gonna add it to the noodles and then we're gonna mix together well. It's important you mix this really well because you don't want somebody to get a bite with no cheese. If you do that to me, I wouldn't like you anymore. Next up, we have 2 surprise ingredients. We're gonna be using sour cream and mayonnaise. Mix in a half cup of each of these ingredients and then stir together. This is gonna add in a level of creaminess to our mac and cheese. Now that we have our noodles done, put them into a cast iron skillet or a 9x13 dish. Now hold up, don't you think we are done just yet because we need to get our bacon out of the oven. We need to chop up all of the bacon, and by all the bacon, I mean half the bacon because I ate the other half. What's up, you guys? We are out at my RecTech 1250. Today, we're gonna be smoking this mac and cheese using some leftover Bear Mountain pellets that I have at 275 degrees. Now, the goal here is just to get this bacon kind of crisped up on top, kind of melt in some more of this cheese. It's already fully cooked. It's ready to eat as it is, but I like to let it go in the smoker, get a good smoke flavor, crisp up that bacon. At 275 degrees, this will only take about 30 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna come out at the 45-minute mark and check it, and I'll let you guys know if it's done or not. So now all we need to do is open up our smoker. We're just gonna get this placed in here. Make sure you take this little rubber piece out and then get it shut back down, and we're ready to rock and roll. I'll see you guys in 45 minutes. All right, guys, it's been 45 minutes. This mac and cheese is done. I am ready to dig in and take a bite. I just brought my little fork out here. I'll probably burn my mouth, but I'm doing it for you guys, okay? This is not for me, it's for you, trust me. I want bacon, I want cheese, and I want noodles. Let's go ahead and get a huge bite. It's really hot, I'm gonna burn my mouth. Guys, I'm telling you. This is probably about the best mac and cheese I've ever made in my life. I had this recipe on my channel. I made it about 3 or 4 years ago, but I kind of tweaked it just a tiny little bit, and I added a little bit more cheese into the roux. Before it was 1.5 cups. I added in 2 cups this time, and I also toyed around with the idea of adding more shredded cheese on top before I baked it. I'll try that out in the future and see if I want to revamp this recipe again. Just a side note, I originally cooked 1 pound of bacon, but only about half a pound of bacon made it on top. So there's supposed to be more chopped bacon on top of this, but I ate half a pound of bacon before I was able to put it on top because that's what happens to bacon in my house. But this mac and cheese is nice and cheesy. It's nice and gooey. I mean, look at that. You can see the cheese is just super gooey, which is how I like my mac and cheese. I like to pick up my fork, you can see the cheese is dripping and gooing off. This crispy bacon on top adds a perfect touch, and there's just a nice little hint of smoke flavor. It's not overpowering, it's not aggressive or obnoxious. It's just a really good flavor. It's just a really good bite all in all. I'll give you guys one more. See? All right, perfect. It's so good. Thank you guys for watching this video today. If you have liked it, be sure to make this recipe, bring it to a party, share it with your friends, knock on your neighbor's door, throw them a big thing of mac and cheese and say, happy Thursday. Like this video, share it with your friends. If you want to check out another video just like this, you can go ahead and click this video right here. As always, I'll see you guys in my next mac and cheese. Let's go.